The secondary bracket in the True Power Tournament is well underway, as trainers who lost in the main bracket now get a chance to duel against each other for the chance to battle the eventual champion. The last battle saw former Indigo Plateau champion Trace go up against former Elite Four member Lorelei in a battle that showed exactly what the Indigo Plateau trainers are capable of, and really demonstrated exactly how powerful this tournament is as a whole, since you wouldn't expect former champions and former Elite Four members to be battling in the losers bracket of all things. Today we've got another great battle in store as Misty, the current gym leader of Cerulean City, takes on Elite Four member Bruno in what is bound to be a thrilling match. Let's head to their team previews. Bruno's team looks very powerful with some strong fighting types like Lucario, Hitmonlee, and Machamp, but also a few tricks up his sleeve to help with coverage such as Alolan Golem. Misty, on the other hand, has a super bulky team with pretty much every Pokemon besides Starmie having a good defensive base, with Gyarados perhaps being a bit more of a hyper-offense tank. While fighting and water don't interact with each other in any significant way, each trainer does have some specific threats that seem to be trouble for the other team, at least on paper. But it's time to find out how this will really unfold. Let's head to the arena. Gym Leader versus Elite Four, Misty of Cerulean City versus Bruno of the Indigo Plateau. Misty starting off with her Blastoise. Blastoise is a very physically defensive Pokemon, so that is ultimately a good choice for her because Bruno's Pokemon are really physical in nature, and Bruno's going to send out his Machamp, so tank versus tank here, and the Blastoise is going to outspeed with the Hydro Pump. So starting off offensively is Misty with the Blastoise, doing a Hydro Pump and doing a massive amount of damage on that Machamp, not quite over half though, whereas Machamp's going to go in with a no guard dynamic punch. That's going to do over half on the Blastoise and confuse it too. But there's a Citrus Berry on the Blastoise, it seems, so that is actually going to make the Blastoise a 3-hit KO, whereas Machamp is also a 3-hit KO, but the Blastoise does outspeed, but then again it is confused, but it makes it through with the Hydro Pump on the Machamp yet again, and not quite taking it out. About 21 HP remaining, but the Machamp appears to also have a Citrus Berry. So both trainers seeming to try to go for some recovery here with their items. Want to keep these Pokemon alive for as long as possible, and another Dynamic Punch on the Blastoise, tanking it pretty well. But then again, there is the confusion. Can it land the final blow? Yes, it looks like it can. Blastoise going with the Hydro Pump on the Machamp, taking it out. So tank versus tank battle, Citrus Berry versus Citrus Berry. A very interesting start to this battle here. The Machamp goes down to the Hydro Pump, but now Bruno does have a good opportunity here. He can send in something that can handle Blastoise pretty well, and the Blastoise is confused. So here we go, taking advantage of it with the Nasty Plot on the Lucario. That is going to make Lucario a very, very scary threat indeed. But the Blastoise snaps out of confusion, but the Hydro Pump misses. Are you kidding me? Oh my word, Lucario getting a free turn here, going for the Aura Sphere. That is undoubtedly going to take down that Blastoise. Blastoise going down, so it looks like Bruno does have a special variant for his Lucario, which is a good choice for his team because, again, most of his team is physical attackers, so he needs some special presence on his team. But here comes the special wall on Misty's side of the field, the Milotic. Going to be able to handle that Aura Sphere relatively well. Well, at least it tanks it. Perhaps that's all Misty wanted. Lucario is going to get hurt by that Life Orb damage as well. And there goes the Hydro Pump doing a huge amount of damage on that Lucario. Lucario is getting some damage down on it for sure, but it will be able to take out this Milotic, it seems, with another Aura Sphere. Man, oh man, that thing is very, very powerful. But its health is starting to decline as the turns go on. It looks like it might only have one more attack to go, but Misty's sending out the Starmie. That is going to outspeed regardless. So this is a dangerous position here for Bruno. Bruno's team cannot deal well on paper with a Starmie. We're going to see how he's going to be able to manage this. Lucario going down to the Psychic now. Now, what is he going to do to be able to handle this? So going in with the Hitmontop. Now, on Bruno's team, it is actually a special defender. Ironically enough, it is a fighting type Pokemon, but here comes the Fake Out, flinching the Starmie, so a good start there from the Hitmontop. However, Starmie now coming in with a stab, super effective Psychic on the Hitmontop, doing a lot of damage, but the Hitmontop actually surviving it. Most would not expect that, and now he's going to go for a 120 base power revenge, just trying to get some damage off. Hitmontop is not looking to be in a good position, but perhaps Bruno is just really trying to tank this Starmie somehow. Now, Bruno really has no way to deal with this Starmie. Starmie, of course, has the water and psychic types, whereas Bruno's team is comprised mostly of rock and fighting types, and they're all going down to this Starmie here, as we're seeing the Hitmontop being taken down by the psychic. Now he's going to send in his Steelix. Now, Steelix at first glance might seem like a really interesting choice, but of course it does have the sturdy ability, so Starmie going with the Hydro Pump, that is going to absolutely annihilate the Steelix, but it will survive and be able to counter. So let's see what he's got here. The sturdy ability, enduring the hit, and going for the Earthquake. That should be able to take down the Starmie. So ultimately, not a bad play. Bruno just needed to throw out whatever he could against that Starmie, making sure the Hitmontop would at least endure one hit, get the fake out damage as well, and then being able to send out the Steelix to take it down with the Earthquake with its sturdy ability. So not a bad strategy overall. A very unfortunate situation for him. But now here comes the Gyarados on Misty's side. Now, Gyarados is an interesting situation. We'll have to see if she does want to Mega Evolve it. No, it looks like she does not, because of course Bruno does have the fighting type on most of his Pokemon. If it Mega Evolves, it does become part Dark, which will make it weak to them. So actually, this is a good choice here. You don't often see a trainer not use their Mega, and now Bruno's going to go in with the Alolan Golem. Now, Golem does have that electric type on it, so Gyarados is actually going to be a little bit scared here. Yes, Misty's going to switch out into the Quagsire, predicting the electric type attack. A good switch from her, but the Golem actually going for Stone Edge. So perhaps Bruno knew that switch was coming and at least getting some damage off on the Quagsire, although that Quagsire is supremely bulky. So Bruno going to be forced to switch out here. It looks like the Golem doesn't have anything to deal with it, and going into the Hitmonlee now. Quagsire going with the Waterfall. That should still do a good amount of damage. Whoa, whoa, a critical hit, and the Hitmonlee survives on 1 HP without a Focus Sash. Are you kidding me? What are the odds of that? Misty now sending out the Gyarados to perhaps try and tank a fighting type move. Oh, and the Intimidate. That's a good switch there from Misty, lowering the Hitmonlee's attack. So in with this high jump kick here. Shouldn't do too much on the Gyarados. But whoa! What? A critical hit! The Gyarados goes down to the high jump kick, which was already lowered attack and not very... Are you kidding me? But the Hitmonlee is going to go down as well to the Life Orb. So wow, what a play from Misty there, but an unfortunate crit. Both trainers getting some good luck on either side here. Now Bruno's going to be forced to switch into his last Pokemon here, his Alolan Golem, whereas Misty's going to go in with that Quagsire. She knows that Alolan Golem has nothing to deal with Quagsire, of course. So Golem going to be forced to go with the Earthquake here. We'll see how much that does. It all depends, but the Quagsire is very bulky, does even less than a quarter damage, I think. And the Quagsire is going to go with the Waterfall. The Golem does, of course, have the Air Balloon item, but that is going to pop here because of that Waterfall. So Quagsire is now free to go with its own 4 times effective Earthquake on the Alolan Golem. Alolan Golem going for one last desperate Earthquake, but it looks like the Quagsire should be able to return the damage and take down Alolan Golem. It looks like Misty, the gym leader, going to be able to take down Bruno, an Elite Four member. Perhaps a little bit of an unexpected result there, a bit of an upset. A lower ranked trainer taking on an Elite Four member quite successfully too. Misty will be moving on to the next round of the losers bracket with a 2-0 victory over Bruno. If you guys enjoyed this battle and are looking forward to the rest of the tournament, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss the next matches. Before we go, I'd like to thank the patrons who are making this tournament possible. If you guys want to help further this series' potential and support it, the link to my Patreon page will be in the description below. That's all for this one. This has been SilphSpectre, and I'll see you guys next time for more True Power.